All right, I just did episode 31, and I'm guessing I made a huge mistake. I'm guessing everything before this in season 2 was never aired. And my guess is they finished season 1, and they were halfway through season 2, and for whatever reason, they started kind of in the middle. And then stopped, because there's a huge gap between this and season 1. That's my guess. And so these were more like towards the end of the original season 2, and they were not planning on like doing just 2 seasons. They were planning on doing more. And so I see that doesn't make much sense. But anyway, that's my best guess. There's still lots of problems with it. But at least that makes some sense because this episode is actually good. I know. It's amazing, right? 4 out of 5, maybe even almost a 5 out of 5 if you understand it was made a long time ago and it was for TV, and at this time period they did not have TV shows with storylines. Like, it just did not happen. In that way, this is a masterpiece, hands down. Like, there are no complaints. The acting is solid across the board, like really good. It's not a 5 out of 5, it's like a 4 out of 5. It's good. Compared to the rest of the show, it's amazing. That just tells you how low of a standard I have. Anyway, you get this episode, and the editing is solid. The story is solid. You actually start I'm going to call it episode 1. It's 31. You watch episode 31, and you actually go, oh, I understand what's going on. This makes sense. Oh, this character is this, and this character is that. I get it. All right. Okay. I follow. And never once do you just go, wait, what? Huh? Because the Cylons don't just magically show up. They're like, oh, hey, wait. We just realized the Cylons kind of suckered us, which doesn't fit very well with the old story, but that's okay. I mean, they're having to fix things. You can understand that. Anyway, you get through it all, and it's just not terrible. I just have to say it is not terrible. Yeah. So anyway, editing, writing, all solid. Acting, solid. Visuals are stunning. I have to use the word stunning because it is good, especially compared to season 1. Okay, so like there's a actual fighter jet, and it shoots a missile, and it actually looks like real footage of a fighter shooting a missile. And I don't know where they got the footage from. It doesn't really matter. This is almost good enough they got cooperation from the military to do it. Almost, guys. Almost. I don't think they did. Yes, it's just really high quality stock footage probably. But it is high quality. It's not like, some of the rocket launches from season 1. Those were painful. Anyway, it's made a long time ago. Don't assume that the visuals are just amazing because I'm saying they're amazing. It's still old, guys. There's no computer graphics. There's no yada yada. Anyway, you also get to see Los Angeles blow up. That had to have cost a pretty penny, and boy, was it worth watching. That alone is actually really kind of fun. I've seen tons of movies and stuff, and very rarely do you actually see Los Angeles getting destroyed by spaceships. And I mean, actually by spaceships. Oh, you'll see Los Angeles and then a spaceship in the background behind Los Angeles, and maybe some beams shooting down, and every now and then an explosion. But you don't actually see someone wreck an entire model Los Angeles and then destroy it. That's wholly unique, and that is what is in this episode. Like, they actually built a model Los Angeles and trashed it. And I know blockbuster movies that didn't put that kind of energy into something like that. It's impressive and ambitious, and that's the whole problem with this show is I think they got too ambitious. Still very good, very much worth watching if you're listening to this channel and you've never seen Battlestar Galactica. Honestly, especially if you've seen the newer season show, yes, you can just skip all the early stuff and you can just watch this episode and you have an idea of where the show is supposed to end. And it does a pretty good job of it. It is old, so yeah. Look at the picture, guys. Some of the outfits, some of their motorcycle spaceship things is kind of cringe. Yeah, there's problems. But it is not a bad story. Now, that still assumes you actually watch older stuff. If you don't watch older stuff, you're going to probably hate it. This is not a great place to start. Anyway, y'all have a good one.